You see this fancy new background, this different color variant, this beautiful logo on a banner? All these are thanks to WHADDUPNICO. Check his stuff out. It's some of the best on the internet. You guys may not know this about me, but I actually served in the army a few years ago as the chief in dating. That's a very real role needed for a strong military. Let me show you what I can do. There are 6 potential love interests, 3 guys and 3 girls, and naturally the one that's most drawn to you is determined by a personality quiz. If I made a movie, I imagine I'd make something akin to Face Off, but instead of the main character switching faces, they'd switch toenails. That's not an option, but I like explosions. Laws are like wishes that have to happen, so I'll just wish for infinite president days, meaning infinite laws. If you really think about it, every 4 years you're just voting on the next genie. First day and I already have a metaphorical blowjob. Told you I was good. We run into Damien and Liam arguing about who's more unique. Damien is a demon who likes fire, so he lays some sick burns, but instead of your street cred getting hurt, you burn to death. Liam is a vampire nerd. We're not going for Liam. I suggest they settle the argument by number of Instagram followers, but they don't use social networks, only antisocial ones. This may seem like a bad move, but remember, no Liam, please. At lunch, I sit with the coven. They're not a dateable option, but they do have a genie who grants us one wish. I want a machine that reheats french fries. The microwave doesn't work anymore and I don't know how to plug it in, and hey look, they love me. Demons have invaded a party. A rad party. This place is getting crazy. The following morning I do what any other normal high school student would do and make a start kicker. Now I'm $2 richer and all I had to do was promise it would return to classic Mega Man formula. Boom! Still better than nothing. I accidentally found Liam, but he's with someone I like. Scott. He's a werewolf voiced by Egoraptor. That sentence is to ladies what Thanos is to 50% of the universe. I can get him shirtless as well. Scott is now in the cafeteria with Polly, a ghost who's cool enough to wear sunglasses indoors. Too bad light literally burns the rest of her body. Because she's a ghost. Both of them are currently doing impressions to mixed degrees of success, and they asked me to do one. Look at me! I'm Polly! Look at me go! All the time I'm saying that, I drive around in a golf cart and rub my butt in everyone's lasagna while attempting to twerk. You think I exaggerated for the sake of this video, but no, it's actually a perfect representation of her. The game tries to tell me the primary use of school is learning. I didn't know the primary use of narration was lies. Scott is high on cocaine and destroying everything, so I give him a fidget spinner. He's in love. We've already made a match, you guys. I go to the store. Babras? Oh no, Scott was kicked off the football team because he gave cocaine to everyone without knowing. They were hidden in cocaine energy drinks. No one would have ever known. I dropped the idea that if everyone's on coke, then everyone will be allowed to play. Teamwork makes the dream get disqualified on account it used illegal substances. Wait.
Prank Master.
Polly and Scott are the prank masters? Is this the high school prank patrol? Sign me up. We decide on a prank. Replace everyone's food with chairs. Wooden chairs. Splinters at least have a little taste. We're not monsters. Actually, hang on. Juan, the small magical Latino cat, tells us we won't ever be as cool as Bob the scary clown. While we've been at high school, Bob started in Hollywood working for Pennywise. Joke's on him, though. It was the IT department. Scott has a terrible protein shake and needs something to mix with it to make it go down. I recommend Genie Sweat I stole from the genie from earlier, but he's standing behind me, isn't he?
I'll grant you one wish.
Can I have a pony?
How about a kicked ass?
I'd much rather have the pony. Scott has a point. Wolves are cool, but werewolves are like, were-cool. Like were-dolphins or were-employees being responsible for were-banjo and kazooie. Werewolves are the best thing though, but I'll be honest, were-werewolves are much cooler. You'll get on my side eventually.
Rah! Rah! Wild beast! Eat the other team and make a feast! And try to not get an infection from yeast!
What? Brooklyn Nine-Nine was cancelled? Scott, punch a keyboard until we have a mean blog post! Perfect. Thanks, NYC. Secret sauce, what dread mysteries do you conceal?
Whoa, do you think they can talk? Hey, secret sauce, what are you made of?
My question was rhetorical.
Awesome, mine was loud.
Scott loves cheerleading, but he doesn't know what to cheer about. We cheer about cheering. He picks me up and throws me high, but before I land, I pick him up and throw him higher. It keeps going and going until we land in the sun. And now I have done enough to make Scott want to go to prom with me. I'll be honest, wasn't going for him. He wasn't even the one my personality quiz tried to make me go for. I am just a magnet. How many outcomes? Guess we can try again, but let's appreciate Scott's strong words one final time. Life is like sports. They're both words with letters. If I call myself SoopLexi again, they'll know it's me, and a time paradox will happen, apparently, a ghost told me. We don't want that, so I'll give myself a very unique name. LoopSexy. Let's ignore Liam again for the rest of his life while I introduce you to the girl I'm going after, Miranda. We saw her briefly at the end of the first run, but it was much too late to attempt to go for her. She's a mermaid princess, soon to be ruler of her kingdom. And if you're wondering, yes, I'm doing this because I like money. Liam suggests the cafeteria staff be fired on account of them doing a bad job. Now, that's not very nice. They've only hospitalized 7 students. They need to do 13 till they get a slap on the wrist. You know the rules. Miranda and I have the genius idea to pay homeless people to write positive Yelp reviews. Principal Giant Spider says we can't always manipulate the homeless to do what we want, but if it worked 5 times before, I'm sure the 6th will. Whenever we have theater studies, Miranda dresses up like Daisy. Miranda for Smash 5. As a princess, Miranda has a serve for almost everything, but she feels like something's missing. Yes, only one thing. A serve that is not actually a serve, but a room filled with puppies. Nailed it! I skip class by being in the bathroom. +0 shits. I have a blanket with eye holes, so I pretend I'm a ghost. Scott and Miranda believe me. I always knew I could trust them. Liam, on the other hand, thinks I'm LoopSexy with a blanket over his head, when in actuality, he's been LoopSexy with a blanket over his head this entire time. You've been exposed for your crimes, Liam. Go to jail. Do not pass go. We meet the final main character, Vera. She is a bitch, but a bitch who understands to get rid of unhappiness we need to slip drugs into cheeseburgers. Great minds think alike. The coven are sitting at our table attacking our personal bubble. I will joust them in Miranda's honor. This is actually how World War III is meant to start.
In the year 2493.2, a group of rabbit giraffes from space attacked the kingdom of Tuna, and Tuna fights back by jousting for their king, Queen Psyduck.
Speaking of Tuna, the adequate way to murder someone at a dinner table is with a fish knife. You may think a bigger one works, but no. A fish knife with a pinky extended, it works every time. I never thought I'd be blessed to see the day Sexcalibur was written into a video game, but here we are and it's magical. Oh, be darned. I watched the documentary Game of Thrones and now I'm scared for my royal family by either random acts of treason or incest. Is it too late to back out? Miranda and Vera are talking about napkin folding skills. Miranda is showing them off while Vera is showing her a middle finger. Napkins make me nappin'. Do you know what another line I didn't expect to see in a video game is? But I wanted to know what happened with McDonghard. I come up with a nickname that's so cool, I get everyone to refer to me by it for the rest of all time. Maybe not all time, but at least for this run, I came up with the name Rice Septic Paul. If you refer to me by any other name in the comments below, I will unfriend you on MySpace. It's time to ask out Miranda to prom.
Disgusting!
What? I think of you as a brother. Oh god, I'm sorry, I didn't realize we royalty are into incest. Oh thank god, I have a chance. I think of you as highly unattractive. Aw, man. I was exiled to the wilds where I joined a wolf pack, but I was so bad at social interaction that I couldn't get a date for wolf prom. How bloody rude of you. That's it? If they don't want my sincere attempts to try and steal money legally through divorce, then I'll play this game the only real way, by being a dick to everyone. That's right. I'm Salt now. I don't know what this conversation is about. I zoned out roughly when they started talking about hentai. I can make ill-informed decisions now. Who to sit with? I don't know. None of those nerds. Hello, big man. Let's pick some flowers. No more cheerleaders, only fear leaders. Yes, puns, I'm not attractive now. Oh my god, she bought it. Vera, you are not helping me. Hey, Coach, I'm trying to make everyone hate me, but it's not working out. What do I do?
Have you considered driving a car into them?
Well, yeah, but that's illegal.
I won't tell.
You'll get fired.
I'll tell a little.
Oh no, the 4 most hateful people in school. I love you. Oh no, the 3 most hateful people in school. I love Sonic Adventure. Oh no, the 4 most hateful people in school. Darn it, when I bought this corpse, they told me it was a fashion accessory, totally not an excuse to get me to dump the body. I'm starting to feel pretty stupid. Vera and Polly want to get rich quick, so I recommended stealing. It kind of backfired now because they have my wallet. Quiz time. What's your ideal marriage proposal? Yes, Salt? Surprisingly, that wasn't the right answer. So what you're telling me is you need to poison the losers of a talent show, but in a way that ensures they die. You know lead poisoning? You shoot him! You weren't serious, were you? You're just a player cynically selecting whatever conversational options you think are most likely to make me like, oh no, she figured out my game plan! And I didn't actually want people to hate me this entire time. I was just trying to get close to Vera. Damn it! I only have one day to change my plan and get a date for the prom. I'll go after the one person who will never say no. I've been boosting creativity like mad. Just for this, I'm asking myself. That's right, I'm alone now. I expected this to work, but it's actually just a cold reminder of how lonely I am in the real world. At this point, you're probably wondering where I got my dating training I mentioned earlier, but don't worry, I'll show you. I own Super Seducer. Next time on a very special episode of The Smart Way. I don't know.